Hello, everyone. So we'll discuss the sociological perspective. So last meeting or last video, we've already discussed anthropology. But I wasn't able to really define anthropology, but it is the study of human society, culture, and how it develops. So a related na study is the sociology. So how does sociology understand the self? So, what is sociological perspective? So, sociology views the self as not an isolated entity, but a social product formed through interaction with others. Meaning, the word would, the phrase na no man is an island would apply to this. Kung, kung na mga culture na very individualistic, as a sociological perspective, parang you can compare it to a cultural na collectivist na perspective. So, sociology views a human person as a social product, which means a product, diba? It goes through a process of something. And when you say social product in human individuals, it goes through a process of different interactions, not only with the family, but with friends, with the work na mga domains, and the community in general. So understanding the self sociologically enables us to see how social influences shape identity, behavior, and our perception of the world. So let's dig deeper to that. So, what does sociology say about understanding the self and others? So, here, sociology and the self. Sociology examines how social forces such as culture, social institutions, and relationships shape individual identity. So, as I have said earlier, anthropology and sociology um, has similarities. And that particular similarity would be found within the culture. Kaya these two topics should be discussed hand in hand. But for the sake of our discussion, ako siyang separate. So, ayun. So, going back, so sociology examines these forces because these forces helps us shape us who we are. So whatever culture we have, whatever social institutions we've been through, for example, social institution would include our family, our work, our church, our community. So those domains go hand in hand for us to form to a to an individual, to a single entity. So those are the social forces that helps in developing us. So ayun. So the self in this perspective is not an intrinsic characteristic, but rather a product of interaction with society. So going back to our topic, which is anthropological, this perspective in anthropology, in sociology, is in line with another perspective in anthropology, which is sociocentric, meaning an individual is not alone within himself because there are various social interactions nga ginasangkutan sa individual which helps him form his own identity. Kaya sociocentric, gina-diminish niya ang intrinsic nga ability of an individual. When we say intrinsic, that is um in contrast with autonomy and independence. Kaya diri very sociocentric kung i-compare nimo siya, kung itandi nimo siya sa anthropological na perspective. There is an interaction within the society and ang product is an individual identity. So ayun. So socialization as a key process. So what does it say? So socialization is the process through which individuals learn and internalize the values, beliefs, and norms of their society, shaping how they see themselves and others. So earlier in our lives, even in in infants naa natay ginatawag nga socialization. Asa man ang mag-occur. So the moment na we interact or we form bond with our mother after we are delivered into the world, so there is already a socialization. So asa maggikan ang socialization within the formative years of an individual, within the family. Kaya gani, there is an emphasis that a person kanang nasa family should lead a child to better nga, to become individual. And how they do that? They model behaviors because 'di ba na masagap man gud na sa bata ang kung unsay makita nila within the family. And as they age, as they go along with their lives, they age, they interact with other social groups, which is pag maabot na ang bata og 6, 'di ba, or 5, musugod na ang preschool or kinder. So yun, ang socialization group na pod niya are the same age nga mga bata, the peers and even the teacher. So different social groups have different influence on an individual. So through family, peers, education, and media, individuals learn social roles and expectation which influence their self-concept and behavior. So, ayun, for example, sige, within the family, your role is a child. Within the school, your role is kuan, is a student. Within a friendship, your role is a friend. So, different social groups would require us to have different social roles. And with that social roles, we learn. And it actually influences us on developing our self-concept and even our behavior. For example, di ba, natay famous na word ba, na quote ba, birds with the same feather flock together. So, makita ninyo na um, within a particular group or particular friendship, naging sila similarities. And those similarities, makita nimo on their kanang outward na behavior, di ba? So even in friendships, makakuha ta og kanang social roles, and that social roles influence us how we behave. So ayun. So, what is the importance of interaction? Sociologists argue that understanding the self requires examining our interaction with others, as it is through this relationship that our sense of identity is continually constructed and reconstructed. So, di ba, ang sociologist, ganina as I have said, very social-centric. So, we do not only focus within ourselves, we also focus with our interaction with others, our relationship with others, how we form these relationships, and how these relationships eventually influence us and lead us to become who we are today. So continually, as we go along with our lives, that particular influence doesn't remain stable or stagnant. Kaya naay mga particular na mga social interaction that would change the course of our lives. For example, um, sa una, bata pa ka, mingon ka na, bang sa mga yearbook, I want to be a chef. As you go along, ning abot na kag college, ning abot na ka og high school, niingon na pod ka na, I want to be a doctor, di ba? So, those particular choices, na siya gigikanan. Maybe we are not really conscious with the workings of our mind, with our thought processes, but there is a root for that. For example, sa ako, I think it was around grade 11 nga nagsulti ko sa ko sarili na I want to be a psychologist in the future. Kay gidiscuss sa PERDEV ang Neo-Freudian nga theory of Erik Erikson, the stages, psychosocial stages of development. Dito ko nahimong curious. And ako ang giisip na, oh, I want to be a psychologist in the future. And being a psychologist, my aspiration is part of my self-concept and even my identity. So from that choices from a chef to a doctor to a psychologist, nag-differ siya. It is because of how I interact, of it is because of the social interaction I had. Because within those social interaction, I have learned and I continually learn. And even you also continually learn. Dili pud ka limited na within the box na kanilang ko, this is me, and diri ako kutob, because there are many different influencers around us, and it is just within us kung magpa-influensya ta or dili. Now I hope na ang magpa-influensya sa to us are good influences, not the bad influences, because we continually construct our self-identity with those influencers, and even we also reconstruct bag-ohon nato kung unsa ang na construct na nato sa una. And it is a continual process until death. Sige. So the self as a product of socialization. What is the self as a product of socialization? So we have two different types of socialization. We have primary socialization, which occurs during early childhood and is largely influenced by family and close caregivers. Note that dili lang family ang maka-influence sa tua. We have also caregivers. When I say caregivers, it doesn't only limit to parents. Kay nayuban nga nida ko silang lola, silang lolo, silang auntie. So they are the primary caregivers. Within that primary socialization, 'di ba? We learn. Kaya ingon gali na ako kaganina na the formative years of an individual is very important in shaping who he is or she is today. Because it is during this stage that children develop a basic sense of self, learning gender roles, social norms, and values. Children develop basic sense of self. Kung unsay makita sa mga bata, as they grow up, they eventually incorporate it within themselves and it becomes eventually their identity. Kaya gali, di ba? Balikod na po na ko. It is very important na we hone, we mold our children into better individuals, and asa na siya gikan pa sa pagkabata. Kay very kanang kung kuan pa, kung metal pa siya, very malleable pa kaayo ang mga bataan na dali ra kayo sila ma-form into something. And that primary nga influence nato within the family to a particular child, madala yun na niya into adulthood. Learning gender roles. Asa man makakita ang bata ning gender roles. For example, sa makita niya sa mama o papa, what is the typical nga role sa mother? Mothers are very caring. They cook, they clean, unsa pa ba? They take care of the family. So that is a gender role for women nga ma-incorporate sa mga bata nga babae. So what is the gender role of a a father? Ma-incorporate sa mga bata nga lalaki. For example, the father is the provider. Makita sa bata nga nagpukpok dira si papa, nagkumpuni or nag-assemble or nag-fix of something. Ma-incorporate sa bata. And that is the gender role. Maimpluwensyahan ang bata with the gender role nga makita niya sa iyahang ginikanan. Asa ni nato makita? Through play. Yan ang mga bahay-bahayan sa mga bata, makita nato na. And those kanang play nga ginatawag, they eventually learn from that. Social norms, unsang ikadakan sa bata, unsa ang normal para sa ila. For example, what is the social norm sa mga bata nga kuan nato kay kanang um magsimba magsimba kada kada Domingo or kada Sabado depende sa religion, and even the values. Ang values, di ba, kung ato ang baliko ng atong anthropological perspective, is part of the culture which is also shared. So, not to siya. So, those are part of the primary socialization. So, the primary socialization comes from the family or the caregivers, which is formed in the earlier stages of life of a person. So another is the secondary socialization. So this happens later in life as individuals encounter new social contexts such as school, workplaces, or new communities. So kani mo na ni ang time nga mag-start na ang bata og eskwela. So, daan na po laing nga social nga mga groups. And within that social group, they also learn. Di ba? So, that learning or that interaction is part of the secondary socialization. So, each social environment further shapes one's identity, expanding the understanding of the self beyond family influence. So different, as I have said earlier, different social groups have different influence on an individual. It has influence in honing or molding one's identity. So, kung kaganina sa primary socialization, we only focus on the influence of the family, now we go towards or we go beyond the influence of the family. For example, kung nadak-an ninyo is a bad nga norm or kanang norm nga very unacceptable, now you go to school and you learn na that particular nga ginabuhat ninyo is not good or something na kanang makaharm sa lain individual, and within that learning asa nimo nakita sa social nga context sa school, so you also learn. So you reconstruct again. So, ayun, that is the role of the socialization in our lives. So, dili lang ta interact for the sake of interaction. We interact because along with our interaction, we learn. And because we are social animals, we really need to interact. So, ayun. So the secondary socialization, ako ang balikon, is another na influencer, another social group, comes from another social group that goes beyond the influence of our family. So it expands the understanding of our identity, the reconstructing of our identity. So, dili na siya nag-focus within the family lang. Napatay laing domains in the social na context. Moto, include schools, workplaces, and other communities. So that is it. So I hope that it's clear now what is the difference between primary and secondary socialization. Pagka giingon na primary, it pertains to earlier interactions, and then ang secondary pertains to later interactions. So yeah, let's proceed with the theories of the social self. Who are the sociologists niya kailan ninyo? I think if you already took up per-dev in your senior high, you are already familiar with these individuals. We have Charles Cooley. So Charles Cooley is very known for his looking glass self. So this concept highlights how self-identity is shaped by our perception of how others view us. So, Cooley argued that individuals form their self-concept based on how we imagine others see us, how we think others evaluate us, and how we feel about these evaluations. So very, very sociological in nature and looking glass self. But the thing here is that sometimes how we view ourselves in the eyes of others is not the absolute truth, 'di ba? Example, we view ourselves as someone na very unacceptable, but in reality, wala man nag wala may judgment gikan sa lain nga you are an unacceptable person na dili ka bagay diri or what not. So the looking glass self is somehow very kanang very uh very ironic ba kung imuhang isipon kay it's ironic nga we don't want to be judged but we also judge ourselves. Bisan wala ay nag-judge ato, we form a perception nga kani ang giingon sa tao, 'di ba? So within the looking glass self nga theory ni Charles Cooley, others perception, their true or their absolute perception of you doesn't matter. It is your perception of how others perceive you. that influences how you behave. Kaya gali, how you imagine. You imagine. Bisan walay gisulti, gi-imagine nimo nga mao na that is the truth. How you think and how you feel about the evaluations. So the looking glass self can be very distorted. Kay bisan wala, pakaaron ingnon nimo nga naa. So what is the what is the presentation of this? This, 'di ba? So in our modern nga life karon, social media, 'di ba? Social media, you always post something good within social media. Sapol magpili kag picture, ay murag pangit man ni, murag pangit man ni, o di na ko ni i-post kay murag maot ni siya. But in reality, di naman siya maot. Imo lang giisip nga ay maot siya tanawon. So mao na hantod mawalaan na kag confidence and such until ikon ana. So that is the distorted nga image we form. If you see the analogy there, when you look at the glass, you do not see an absolute reflection of you. Di ba? Depende sa glass kung concave, convex, unsa ba dira. There is there is a distortion that is somehow similar with how we perceive ourselves in the perception of other individuals. Bisan wala ta gi-judge na nato dayon atong sarili nga gi-judge ta. Ingon ana ang murag layman's nga idea sa looking glass self. Sige, let's proceed with another sociologist, which is George Herbert Mead. So Mead's theory of the social self has three stages. We have the preparatory stage or the imitation, wherein infants mimic others without understanding the meaning of their actions. So, di ba, kaganina na ingon ko na our our social na our social interaction uh, forms or begins within the family, di ba? So even infants, makaton na sila. They mimic others. Ang according to the book I have read na infants usually mimic the expression of their mom or their primary caregivers. And then ang infants, at some point, siguro if I'm not mistaken, 3 to 6 months, makasabot na sila kung na-frustrate ang mama, nasuko, or happy. So, here in the preparatory stage, also known as imitation stage, diriya ang mga bata makat-on or mimic or magsundog-sundog og laing tawo, but they do not fully understand what does that mean. So yun, and then on the second stage, we have play stage or the role taking, wherein children start a role playing, taking on the perspective of significant others, example, parents, teachers, which helps them develop empathy and understanding of social roles. Pwede ako gi-example ganina nga nga babies or ang mga bata, they actually learn from playing. For example, they play bahay-bahayan, kanayin-ana. They actually learn from that because ang ilahang concept sa bahay-bahayan, they actually observe that from their parents. And that particular observation of the role of the parents are kanang kana bang gina-adapt sa bata until buhat pod niya or ma-form niya ang iyahang concept of his or her gender roles. So within that play, they learn. Kaya gali na one of the right of the child is the right to play. Karapatan maglaro. Diba? Not only the right to education, but the right to play. Diba? Because within that play, they also learn. And playing is essential for individuals to form their own concept, their own identity. Yun. So, the number three or the third stage is the game stage or understanding the generalized others. So, at this stage, individuals recognize societal expectation and norms, adopting a sense of generalized others, the collective norms of the society. So asa ni siya maggikan or asa ni siya nag-start? Kung ang bata kay mo start na nga mag-school. So naanay learning of different societal expectation, and within that societal expectation they also behave in accordance with that. And with that behavior they learn. I mean they learn and then they behave or vice versa. So ayun. Let's proceed with another sociologist, which is Irving Goffman. So, he is known for presentation of self in everyday life. So, Goffman used the metaphor of a theater to describe how individuals perform different roles depending on the social context. Maoning makita nato sa meme usahay na I don't know if you can relate ka I like your personality. Siya, thanks, I have 16 more. So, so that is the mask ba kung ato ang kuan ng personality, what is personality? It comes from the word nga persona, which is a theatrical mask. So, ato siya i-relate diri we have different roles. And within that role, we have different behavior. And we use these different roles to different social contexts. For example, diri sa eskwelahan, masunurin ka nga bata, ma mustuman ka sa unsay ingon sa imong teachers, tapos pag-abot na niya sa inyong balay, kay dili day ka masunurin, suwail day ka, nya paabot nimo sa friends nimo kay maura pod. So, different social contexts would require different personalities. So, depending on the role you take within that particular social context. So, he emphasized the importance of impression management, where individuals control how they are perceived by others in various social settings. So, you know the concept of impression management? Kana bang kanang you present yourself in a manner nga favorable katanawon sa lain. Kung makita nimo na nga concept kanang impression management is very sociological in nature. 'Di ba? Syempre dili ka gusto nga makita ka nga something unfavorable. Kay dili na ganahan ng ubang tao sa imo maki-interact. So, um Irving Goffman, he emphasized na impression management is very important in social interaction. Diba? Kung ato ang isipon, you cannot just present yourself to a social context, a particular social context blatantly. For example, maot kag batasan, ipakita dahil nimo nga maot kag batasan within the workplace. Hindi na fire out ka. Kung maot kag batasan, ipakita dahil nimo sa imong teacher, di gibagsak ka. Diba? So there is impression management there. So that particular impression management is useful in various nga social contexts or social domains. Sige, let's proceed with presentation of self in the everyday life. So, di ba, according to Irving Goffman, we present ourselves parang in a theatrical nga manner. So we have the front stage and the backstage. Ang front stage is what we present to others. So it is also referred to the public self, where individuals perform according to societal expectations. For example, you are expected to be good. So how do you present yourself? You do good. You do not you do not violate laws, you do not harm others. So that is part of your public self. Kay the moment nga ipakita nimo ang imong true nature, which is kung example very bad, you'll be under public scrutiny. So what you present in the front stage, mga anang mga factors or mga things lang na you see na acceptable within the society or in line with the societal expectation. Ang kaning backstage or the private self, this is not necessarily nga in line with the societal expectation. Kay private self man this is something that you hide within the public view. Kaya nga ginatawag siyang private self. It is where individuals can relax and express their true feelings away from social scrutiny. So our private self, makita nato siya when we are alone, of course. Wala may mag-observe sa tuwa kung giunsa nato ang atong behavior. For example, sige, one good example for this is when you are in a restaurant, you do not kanang itaas di mo ang imuhang feet, mukaon, di ka magkinamot. Kay that would go against societal expectation. Pero kung ikaw lang isa, you go with your comfort. Itaas din mo imong kamo, imong tiil, tapos magkinamot ka. Kay you are away from the public scrutiny. I hope you get the analogy na it's very simple lang man. Front stage, public self, kung sa lagi napakita nimo. Ang backstage, something na dili makita sa uban, that is the private self. That is the presentation of an individual in everyday life. Siguro dili lang nato makita kay dili man pud dato tan-awon yun ang every detail of our action, 'di ba? For example, karon unsa man ang ako ang public self karon sa inyo, nag-teach very prim, proper, tapos kung nako sa amo kay kanang slouch akong back unsa pa dira kay dili man ko makita sa lain or bisan unsa pa kung isulti dira di man nila madunggan. So that is presentation of everyday life. So very simple lang man ang mga terms and I know na you'll be able to get this. Sige, I think that would be the end of the discussion in the social logical perspective. So before we end our discussion, I would like to leave you questions to ponder upon. So kamo, you also reflect on how has socialization shaped your sense of self? How can you identify moments in your life where social roles influence your behavior or self-identity? And number three, how do you think social media or the new media has affected how people construct their identities today? So those are the questions that you can ponder, and then maybe we'll have an insight about this question on our face-to-face nga meeting. So yeah, be ready with that. I hope you learned something from our discussion in the sociological perspective, or how our social interaction molds us, how we are today, how we become today, or how it influences us in forming our self-concept and self-identity. So I think that's it. So I'll see you guys on our face-to-face meeting. And please prepare the answers to these questions. And I would I would just let you know that there is no wrong or correct answer. I mean, only correct answers, no wrong answers. Para dito. Sige. I think this is it. So I'll end my discussion now. Thank you for listening and have a good day.